How doing out there? Welcome to sunny Los Angeles. Every now and then it actually is pretty nice here. What we're looking at today, a very cool Fender bass. This guy is called the Fender American Professional Lightweight Ash Jazz Bass. And one was made in 2019. From what I understand, reading a little bit about these, it was a pretty short run. Not too many made. So you won't see a ton floating around. The first thing I did when I pulled it out of its case was to check, is it really light? And yeah, it is a lot lighter than what you'd expect from an ash body jazz bass. It ends up being a little neck heavy, probably because they lightened up the body. And I'm not really sure what they did to lighten this body. I don't think there's any kind of semi-hollow or cavities going on in here. I think it's just maybe the woods that they used. And I'll weigh it here in a second. But just to give you some of the specs on it, first of all, it's really pretty. This is all stock as far as I can tell. And I think it's called a Sienna Sunburst finish. It's got the cream plastics and the perloid 4-ply pick guard. Just a real nice combination. A high mass bridge down there. Bolt-on all maple neck. This is what they call a slim C neck. And it's got a real bone nut, which I can tell by looking at it. Looks real nice. The pickups on here, they're calling the USA pickups, they're calling them the V-Mod Jazz Bass single coil pickups. I think they're supposed to be a little bit hotter output. The tuners, they're calling them lightweight vintage style tuners. So yeah, I guess the body is a little smaller than what you see on the usual Shamrock. It's just really pretty looking bass. Let me turn it over. Fender, Corona, California. String through body, of course. This is a 9.5 inch radius neck. It has 20 narrow, tall frets. One thing I can tell you, just taking a look at this, is how pretty the woods are, both on the neck and the body. Just look at that wood grain on that ash body. My God, it's real nice looking. Actually, on the neck and fretboard, there's some really nice stuff happening with the wood grain on here too. So pretty. That's a poly finish, by the way. Gloss poly finish, and then they've got the satin fill on the neck. So that's always nice in my book. My handy dandy scale off camera. 8 pounds, 10 ounces. So not like light as a feather, but I guess for an ash jazz bass, that would be weighing in a little bit less than what you'd expect. I can tell you, it does feel fairly light in the hands for Fender bass. Comes with, I think what Fender calls the elite level bass case. TSA latches, which is always nice. Nice and easy to operate. Comes with some case keys and your basic Fender paperwork. Looks nice in that hard case there. Nice form-fitting case for that jazz. And we'll just put her to sleep now. Have a nice rest, baby. So there you go. There's the Fender lightweight special jazz bass. American made. No longer in production. One thing I read called it a limited luxury model of the Fender jazz bass. Never heard that one before.